Monday, apparently Barry made a grief mistake going against Gunther, whatever the hell grief means. Pretty sure he meant grave, but whatever. I feel like I just wanted to point that one out there. No, bad English, I guess. Anyway, I'm Andrew. This is Doug. It's Raw.
Hi.
We're DA. Let's get at her. On today's show, New Day gets booed the hell out of the building. Punk Seth, Sammy Drew. We'll talk about that stuff there. Io Sky. Wrestling Logic says she's gonna win on Saturday, but we also got Rhea versus Io teased. We're talking about that too. Like I said, Gunther versus Balor. Now Priest is involved. Final Testament defeat the Wyatt Sick. Dakota Kai decides to face Liv Morgan, then gets beat up by PSU or Border Troubles, or whatever the hell they're called. I hope everybody's doing well today.
PSC.
PSC, that's it. PSC. You never remember the hell the name is anymore. Probably why it's annoying. Anyway, Doug, how you doing? Welcome to Raw.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. It's not like it's my show too.
I know.
I'm kidding. I'm good, man. You know, just winding down for the holidays.
Yeah. Always been interesting, went Christmas shopping.
Yeah, we got most of our stuff off Amazon.
Yeah, I went Christmas shopping. Got you a little something. It's gonna go see. I'll bring it to you soon.
Okay.
I got Pacheco a little something too, so get him something a little too, because
we got to get him on. We got to force him to watch. We got to force him to watch. You got to get him over to your house for one of the PLEs.
Yep.
And then we'll do this post show.
That'll be fun.
You and him on one side, me on the other.
Yeah. Yeah,
because I know he's an MMA guy. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I got you guys a couple gifts because I don't really have any. I don't have any to buy for anymore nowadays. So let's go out and buy a little something for people. Not everybody. Fuck that noise. Anyway, let's get started today with New Day. Get booed out of the building. Now, I don't want to say anything like too extreme here, but is it possible that the New Day is like the number one heel group in WWE after that stuff with Big E?
I'm glad you asked this, but the only one I think that tops the vigorous boos that the New Day got tonight is Dom. Like, Dom's the only one I could think of that elicits that crazy of a negative reaction.
Yeah, the last really bad reaction to like a hero or whatever being dismantled or leaving or getting crapped on was like Reigns and Undertaker. Back when
I was wondering if you
died out.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was the one you were thinking of.
Yeah, because that was the last time I really he got. I mean, it's one thing for Dom, but like the Undertaker when Reigns got booed because he beat the Undertaker at Mania, like that was like
10 minutes of people telling him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was blatant like hate, whereas Dom is more like just comedic at this point. Like that was hate. Like this here.
Actually, I've noticed Dom starting to get cheered, to be honest.
Yeah, I've heard bits and pieces of that too. But like the New Day, like this is flat out hate. It's not even like boo and like because it's funny. It's hate.
And you know what I call that?
Getting it over.
A job well done.
Absolutely. Like
this was so good that you had Biggie's girlfriend or fiance.
Oh, I saw it. I saw the tweet.
Crashing the fuck out on Twitter.
Oh, just rip it on too.
Oh my God.
I was gonna have you guys over for dinner and have all this stuff there,
and then Kofi getting himself into it too.
Oh yeah, it it is really becoming. They've become literally like the worst team.
As great as that segment was,
Yeah,
all the fallout from it is even better.
yeah. All
Um,
and,
but they've
and
gotten this over huge since last week. I mean, it already initially was like, oh shit, this is happening.
yeah, like
This is fantastic.
like they even pointed out the fact too is like as they tried to speak, they pointed out too is like we didn't even hit him with a chair or anything. We could have hit him with a chair and nothing. Like this was like the nicest breakup ever. Like we go through
I
the
mean,
history of
they said
breakups.
they said some
Well,
hurtful things.
as far okay, all right, I'm gonna take out as far as like when you see breakups, like let's think back here some of the tag team breakups over time. The Rockers, Janae went flying through a glass window. All right, like you see guys, Champa and what's it called DIY back in NXT. Like Johnny got hurled through a stage. You know, like this
Oh,
was this is
I
much
get.
as far as like physicality goes. This
This
was
is the best
nothing.
non-violent. This is the
Yeah, this is
best
like the nicest
non-violent
way to do
turn.
it. Like, but the horrible things they said.
So yeah, like I mean, this is fantastic,
Yeah,
and I can't wait to see them regain the tag team titles by WrestleMania.
by Mania or at Mania?
By Mania.
By Mania. Eh?
And to be honest, we'll talk about it in a bit, or maybe it'll lead into things. But
Well, we're gonna lead into that too. We'll probably talk. We'll talk
I was
about
gonna
that stuff.
say, I was gonna say, like next week, the War Raiders are probably gonna beat JD and Finn.
Since you bring it up already, let's do it anyway. We'll go right into Gunther, Balor, and Priest because Balor now has to defend tag titles next week on Raw.
Hmm.
But
After
that
going to
might
war with Gunther.
and Priest now. That is now a triple threat match for Saturday night. Now there's a possibility here that Balor they take the title off Gunther and Balor wins the world title, and then they take the title of tag team titles off him.
I think so.
It's a good boss. Like to be honest, you could take the title off
Adding
here.
adding Priest to the match, that's your fall guy right there.
Yeah. Priest can eat the pin.
I think this is going to be, unless it's like a Braun Breaker, this is going to be the closest thing they have to ending Gunther's title reign while still making him look strong by not being the guy pinned.
Yeah, which opens up a whole
And you
caveat.
can go, but you can go either way.
You could.
You could have Priest pin Balor,
Yep.
or you could have Balor pin Priest.
You can have Gunther hold the title and pin Priest if you want. Depends on what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like like right now, the direction for the Royal Rumble as far as that title goes is there's not really direction right now. You got four guys who could possibly have that title match at the Rumble, but they're doing other stuff.
If they, I don't know if you want to hot potato it though.
With the title,
Yeah,
I'm not
because
saying hot potato. I'm saying
no,
Gunther.
no, no, just like because the thought that just popped in my head.
Sure.
Um, say you have Balor beat Priest, Balor's world champion.
Mm-hmm.
The Royal Rumble title match, Priest finally beats Balor. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this
We
is
talked about this
actually going.
last week. No.
This is actually going to make sense though. So Priest beats Balor at the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Elimination Chamber is about a month later.
Yep.
And then this is where you have Seth Rollins come out and say, hey, I practically beat you at Money in the Bank.
Oh, here we go.
I want the world title. Right?
Then we do the Priest Seth match at Elimination Chamber.
Yes. That
That means
actually
then,
sounds like it makes sense, yeah?
and then you have Punk win the Elimination Chamber. Then that's how you get Punk
Or
versus Seth.
that's if he doesn't win the Royal Rumble.
If he doesn't win the Rumble, that's gonna be it's possible. Like there's lots
Because
of ways you can do this right now.
you accomplish so many goals here.
Yeah, you do.
You give Punk a reason to go after Seth. You
Yep.
get the payoff of Balor becoming champion again. You
Yep.
get the final payoff when Priest beats Balor to take the title back.
Yeah.
Then you right the wrong from Money in the Bank. Because let's be honest, we were there. Seth Rollins technically should be the
Yeah,
world
he should
heavyweight
be.
champion.
Yep.
But then now you get that main event, night one, Seth and Punk, which is what Punk has been wanting for years.
Yeah.
Do you see how I just fantasy booked and completed like 4 stories at once?
I did. And speaking of Punk and Seth, that is going to be going off the rails soon. Because Punk had a sit down interview today, too. Right? Speaking of sitting down, make sure you sit down and like and subscribe down to us here on YouTube there. Little thing will pop up, probably on one of these sides here. Right? Click it, it'll pop up like that. Click on the subscribe button at the bottom of the video there, guys. If you like, share, subscribe. We thank you very much for all the support we have there. Make sure you follow us on Podbean as well as on Spotify. We're all over the place, guys. Anyway, Seth did have a sit down interview tonight with what the heck's her name? Jackie Redmond. And the first thing Jackie says goes, "I'd like to ask you a question." First thing Punk says was, "If we want to talk Blackhawks, we're gonna be having a fight." Because we all know
Yes.
Punk is a diehard Blackhawks fan, and Jackie Redmond is, well, she's from Toronto, folks. She's a Leaf fan.
Well, not even just that, but like Jackie Redmond still works for the NHL Network.
She does. I remember. It was Punk.
At least I think she still does.
I think she does. I think it was when Punk returned. It was like back in April. Like he was just coming back, just to like we're talking about his tricep. I remember him saying to Jackie Redmond, saying, "How about them Leafs, Redmond? Keeps on walking."
That was I think that was right after the Leafs got eliminated.
Absolutely, it was.
Right.
So,
but yeah, I mean, yeah, the Leafs beat up the Hawks the other night.
yep.
It was like 4-1.
The Leafs are
Bedard has no help on that team.
no, but though that Leaf team is also a lot better than they were last year under Berube this year. So, but it's not in the All-Star break yet. We haven't even got to the Four Nations Cup yet stuff yet. It's still early as hell in the NHL.
I don't even think we're getting an All-Star break because of this.
That might be the All-Star break. Either way, we're not at that point yet. So anyway, still a lot of stuff to go through. Still got trade deadlines, but anyway, Punk Seth. Now, Punk told a story of how Seth wanted to be trained by him for free, and Seth Punk didn't want to do it or whatever, or has had nothing against Seth. Can't figure out why Seth hates him. Then Seth came on in front of everybody and told a story about how he loved Punk. He was friends with Punk. He respected Punk. Helped get him into the WWE. And then when he left, he didn't answer any phone calls and basically crapped on WWE for the next 10 years. Which that's not entirely not true. That is entirely true, actually, for the most part.
And here's where I have a slight problem with this.
Okay, sure.
So he's getting pissy.
Who, Seth?
Because Punk wanted to completely dissociate from everything WWE.
Yeah, that's by the sounds of it. Yes.
right? So, like, think about it like this, right? You leave a job, you're not exactly,
Happy
especially
with.
if it's on bad terms. You're
Yeah.
not gonna be like you're not gonna be like keep checking in with people like, oh, how are things going over there,
Yeah. I mean, like I know.
right?
Yeah, like it does happen from time to time. Like I know. Like we've worked together before in the past. Um, when we first met, I didn't talk to you probably for a few months after I left the one place I left. We were at together,
Yeah.
but it was nothing ever personal. It's just
No, but we
uh,
we actually weren't that tight yet.
we were tight, but not as tight as we are now.
Exactly.
Fair answer.
But anyways, my point is this: like Seth, needs to get out of his feelings a little bit here because now this kind of feels like a forced issue. The thing is, if you want to make it about the fact that Punk not only sued the company
Yep.
but did speak illy of the company, and the only reason he's back is because he burnt every other bridge that he had and he came back for the money, fine, I can get behind that story. But don't try
Uh,
and add this personal element to it that isn't there.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, a lot of people come back to certain companies from because of the money. A lot of people did it.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
If a rival restaurant offered you a 20% raise, would you go?
Yeah. Same position
You
or more
you
money.
greedy bastard, you're only in it for the money. We're
Money
all
makes the
only
world go
in it
round.
for the money. That's
A lot of
that's
people
the
are.
one
Yeah, a lot of
that's the
people are.
one that's the one thing that pisses me off about like sports tropes. Oh, they're only in
Yeah.
it for the money or whatever, or you know, any business. Oh, they're only in it for the money. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
No shit.
so just turned down an extra year to the Yankees.
Oh, you want to get into this?
I'm not going to do it really quick. I was going to say, like, you think he's not going to the Mets for the money? Yeah, of course he is. 100%.
No. Look, first of all, he was never going back to the Yankees.
No.
Secondly, did you know Toronto was the first one to offer him 760?
Oh, really? Yeah, I heard about
That's what
actually
I
I heard
heard.
about this. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Is the Mets were at 730, the Yankees were at 750, and Toronto was at 760.
Yeah.
And then the Mets up theirs to 765 or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I think
that
there's
was
more
it.
years on Soto's deal than the one in Toronto. Never mentioned the years in the Toronto one.
Which was
It said,
probably 15 because everyone expected him to get a 15-year deal.
yeah. So,
Everyone. Everyone, like, we were talking about him getting a 15-year deal fucking 12 months ago.
yeah, now Atkins is trying to cover up things, saying now we're going to try for compliance. Since Soto went through our lips, we're going to try to go for sign flight extension. You're an idiot. How are you a
Well,
GM?
because, hold on, because when you, like, if there's one generational talent out there that's going to help you succeed, yeah, go all in.
Hopefully, get Corbin Burns.
I would
Anyway,
like Corbin Burns.
I would love Corbin Burns. Anyway, uh, so after that Seth thing came out there, Sammy comes out and apologized to Seth for last week,
Yep.
which was the right thing to do. They talked about how they went way back and all this stuff. They played with the kids. Seth accepted his apology. Sammy's going to stay out of it. He's going to deal with Drew now. And we're getting Drew versus Sammy at Saturday night's main event now.
Yep.
And then Drew attacks Sammy again. He pissed off, big scuffing. And on top of that, we got explanation as to why Sammy's got targeted by Drew. And we weren't wrong. He's hunting bloodline members. Literally. Flat
Yep.
out said it. Y'all went back to Roman as soon as he snapped his fingers. He's hunting bloodline members now. Is there something to do?
Well, Jimmy's going to be out a while, so
Yeah. He's gonna go right. He's gonna go right after Jay and
I
Tim.
mean, I know you probably covered it on SmackDown, but
Yeah,
like 3 legit injuries in that match, and it wasn't even the
he did.
one that we thought it was.
Yeah, no.
We were on this show, like we were like, "Fuck! I hope Jacob Fatu was just went to the Sami Zayn School of Selling."
Yeah. He was the one that wasn't even hurt.
Yep.
Good sell job, by the way.
Bronson Reed breaks his foot. Tonga lower towards bicep,
Yeah.
and Jimmy Uso also broke his foot. Both of
He
them
broke
broke
his
them.
toe. He broke his toe. I've had a broken toe before. They're not that bad. He'll probably be fine in a week or two.
That's
He
true.
stays off it. Doesn't do any jumping or jumping jacks will be fine.
It'll still take about a month to fully heal.
Yeah, but for the most part, he'll be good.
He'll be good to go by the Rumble.
Well, of course he will be. Speaking of these things called the Rumble, we had Io Sky tonight, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. Now, Liv Morgan had a match with Dakota Kai. Okay?
Yep.
She ended up being Dakota Kai. Kai interfered with by PSD or PTS or PTSD or
Pure Fusion Collective.
PFS. Sure. PFC. Whatever.
There you go. It only took you 20 tries.
Yeah. Anyway, pure freaking crap. How's that sound? Good? Anyway.
Oh, cool.
Right? So, after that, it attacked. Io Sky ends up coming out, right? With damage control. They take out PFC. She ended up getting beaten up by Liv after.
Yeah.
Right? But she kind of came back in the Rhea Ripley Raquel match, right? Which was a false count, no disqualification match. Right? She helped Rhea win. Right?
Okay.
At the end of the match, after Rhea won, right? Liv tried attacking during the match, attack Rhea during the match, right? Io came out, stopped her from doing it. Guess kind of took her out. At the end of the match, Ripley as well as Io held that women's title up, staring at each other and kind of looking. So, wrestling logic. Since we talked about wrestling logic here several times on the show, is it possible Io's going to win on Saturday night, and we're going to get Rhea versus Ripley at the Rumble?
No.
No?
I'm going to tell you why.
Sure.
Liv Morgan's going to win because Rhea's going to take the title off her at the Royal Rumble, and Io Sky's going to win the Royal Rumble, and there's your WrestleMania match.
I'm okay with that.
So am I. Like, I'm all the way here for it, and I'm okay. I'm okay that Liv retains because I know the bigger story at play is Rhea.
If that's going to be the case, if for this Liv, okay, I'm okay with this. I'm 100% okay with this. But what I do not want, and I don't think anybody else out there wants it, is just to drag on till Mania, just to have Rhea win at Mania. Rhea's won at Mania has won the title at Mania before. She beat Charlotte 2 years ago.
Yep.
So she's had that time. She doesn't need to do it again.
Which is why I'm saying Io's going to win the Royal Rumble.
The second damage control member to win in 2 years.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't even care what way that match goes. Because I think that those are two very capable in-ring performers. And yeah, that's just kind of, and it's that time of year where they start teasing those fucking Mania programs, dude.
I think if it gets to Io versus Rhea for the title at Mania, I think Io wins.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ripley this year's Mania beat Becky Lynch, right? Unless you don't even have anybody. She's already beat everybody, right? So
She really has already beaten everybody in the women's division.
yeah, the only other match that I could foresee even fathom would be Bianca Belair versus Rhea. It's the only one.
That's okay because you can move Rhea to SmackDown when Raw goes to Netflix,
You
or
could.
you can move Bianca back over to Raw.
You could. Depends on what they want to do though.
Yeah.
That first
So
Raw is gonna be huge though.
yeah,
So, but either way, I'm looking forward to this.
yeah. What else do we got, buddy?
What else we have here? Let's see.
Because you kind of
Oh,
went through the results off the top, right? Is
we
there
kind of
anything
went,
worth talking about here?
we kind of went through a few things. Final Testament beat the White Sick.
Thanks to Paul Ellering's
All
return.
Elling's return. Absolutely. Uh,
I love
Colin
these.
thing.
I love these crazy matches with the Wyatt Six.
I just like Karrion Cross. He's
I
just
love Karrion
hilarious.
Cross too.
What is that?
I love Karrion Cross too.
Yeah, he's
I
great.
with Jesse Ventura coming back to commentary on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yep.
Give me a segment with the two of them. But the thing is, if Karrion Cross does that, he'll forever be a babyface.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
Karrion Cross does his
when
thing.
the
Make sure.
camera's off,
Yeah.
when the camera's off, everyone loves Karrion Cross
Yeah.
because those that follow him online understand he's a super good dude,
Yeah.
and he just got his third-degree black
I
belt.
saw that. I saw that on X. He posted it.
Yeah. Um, but on camera, he's the shit disturber.
He's a bit of a psychopath. He actually at the end they did a Raw, the Raw after Raw. Talking, they had a
Raw
segment with
talk.
Raw Talk, right? They had a segment with Karrion Cross where the Miz came up to it and says, "We did it, we did it, we did it." And Karrion Cross says, "Whoa, whoa, I don't see. I can see a trend here." He made the Miz literally go TikTok. He's like TikTok. Love Karrion Cross. His jokes makes me happy. Anyway, that was we also had the round two of the women's IC title tournament. Sorry, not round two. First round's going on. Taya Valkyrie ended up beating Selena Vega as well as Navi Nile.
So who's Lyra facing in the semis?
They haven't said anything yet, though. They still have two more matches to go. Then she'll find out in there. So,
Oh right, I forgot the the SmackDown Women's one. That the final will be decided on Friday.
the final will be decided on Friday. You're going to have Tiffany Stratton versus I know it's Bailey. Oh, I can't remember now.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't
I
big
can't
deal.
remember now. But the finals will be on Saturday night's main event, though. So this Saturday night's
Not
main
to be a
event
busy card.
it is a hell of a card there. We just got so Saturday's main event right now. We have Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. Triple threat now for the title of Gunther, Balor, and Priest. We're having Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. We're having Sami Zayn versus Drew. The finals of the U.S. Women's Title Tournament.
I
So
think that's it.
there's 5 big matches.
Yeah, and I think it's only a 2-hour special, or is it
Really?
3?
Probably 3. I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. It's on network television. It's on NBC.
Oh, I gotta make sure they record NBC because it probably won't be on WWE Network then. But it says Peacock. So it might be on WWE Network. But I gotta make sure I check that because I want to make sure I record it because I got to be at work all day. So I won't be able to watch it. I'll watch when I come home, but I'll have to breeze through it like, you know. Yeah, I have to breeze through it like toilet paper. Anyway. I think that's it for Raw today. No, any last words?
Well, certainly. Thank you all for listening. Go ahead and follow us on Spotify, Podbean. Go follow that man at Apricel1982 on Instagram. Andrew DA Sports on TikTok. You still doing any like actual TikToks, or are you just posting show stuff?
I haven't really done any TikToks for a little bit. I've done just posting show stuff.
That's okay. He'll start doing them.
I will, because right now it's 2020 Cowboys Bengals on Monday Night Football, the fourth quarter.
Hey, you know what would make a good TikTok? How many different ways you can fuck up the word PFC?
Yeah.
That would make a great short, buddy.
Be a great short, too, how I get to talk about how Juan Soto,
And Juan Soto would be a big
bloody
one too.
Met, a Met. You know how many Yankee fans are angry right now? It makes me happy that the Yankee fans are angry.
It does make me happy that they're angry because guess what? He's not in the American League anymore.
No, and you know though too. I mean, let's be honest. The guy who owns the Mets said, "We'll do anything to make sure we can win a championship here for the Mets."
But here's the hilarious thing: the Mets are going to Met, and this is going to turn out just as badly as the Scherzer and Verlander deal did.
Yeah,
And this is
probably.
going to turn out. This is going to turn out exactly how this Lindor thing is done.
Yeah, because
Don't get me wrong. I love Francisco Lindor, but
he was better in Cleveland.
I wouldn't say better. He's been runner-up to MVP like 2 years in a row.
No, I'm still saying it seemed like he was
I
better,
know,
but
but the thing is like they don't have a team around Lindor, but
no.
now they have a guy. Now they have a guy.
Well, that's the thing though, right? With the Yankees, right? They had Judge there. Unfortunately, Judge went like like 5 for 40 in the playoffs, and Soto was the only one that did anything. Him and Stanton.
Before I sit here and talk baseball all night.
We're not talking baseball anymore tonight because it's gonna go on forever.
Until next time, I'm D Lines 1991 on X. We'll catch you down the road.
Yes, you will.